ago, me and Connor, my other friend, did that thing where we talked about who we thought was going to win Game 5. And as you guys know, the Nuggets ended up pulling Game 5 out, and they are the champions. So today I'm here with my other friend Tyler, as you know from a few of my videos. And we're going to talk about how the Nuggets came and won that and basically took it away from the Heat. So Tyler, let's go over what he thinks before we start watching the Game 5 highlights.
Well, I thought it was a good game at times. Then you had the horrible shooting performance by both teams. At the end of the first half, the Nuggets shot 1 for 14 from 3. And Nikola Jokic had 3 fouls. Jamal Murray had 2 fouls. So they had put in their bench players instead of their stars, so they wouldn't get foul trouble. So it was a low-scoring game. It was a low-scoring first half for both of their star players. That's why they were down a lot of the first half.
Yeah, but the second half they turned on a little bit, and Bruce Brown ended up saving the game for them. In my opinion, you guys, it should be on here because it's the best play of the game. And so, if you guys haven't watched that play yet, he basically saved the game for them and hit 2 free throws to secure the lead. So
yeah, to me, I can agree with everyone, but I would say one big crucial part was the steal by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope that got them the win.
Yeah,
because they stole it from a bad pass from Jimmy Butler.
he will regret that the rest of his life.
Yeah, I say Jimmy Butler kind of at the late game, he didn't play the best to me. He had 8 points between 3 quarters. He's their star player. He was like 3 from 10 from the field, 17 points to end the game.
But right there at the end, he hit 2 threes in a row
and
thought he could hit 2 more, but then he kind of shut the Heat down.
He kind of choked the game, as I would say, but to me, the best player on the Heat's roster this final series was Bam Adebayo.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought he was the one that won of them that won game. So,
yeah. Well, now let's watch these highlights, guys, and we'll talk about them as we go. So, we got a big TV today, unlike last time. Hopefully, you guys can see that. There's bad passes that whole game from both teams. And there's Bam, he led the Heat, like Tyler said.
And in my opinion, it was a very bad officiated call game. I really thought it was bad on both ends of the court, officiating-wise. They kind of let him play, but kind of did not. So it was a horrible officiating game, if you ask me. Officially winning game. Officiating game. I can't speak.
There you go from their point guard.
The Kentucky native.
One of our favorites.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are just way bigger than the Heat. They're just a way bigger team.
Well, if you look about it, you had Bam Adebayo, who's a 6'8" center, if I'm pretty sure. He's guard 7'1" Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
We're in an ad right now. I really thought, to me, who really shot the worst tonight was Michael Porter Jr. He did play. He hustled. He had a double-double, 11 points, maybe 11 rebounds.
He's always got about that right there. He's always doing good. He's always rebounding, helping the team out.
I think what would help the Heat to extend the series if they had him was Tyler Hero if he didn't rule himself out with that broken hand. I thought that it would maybe went 6 or 7, probably 6, but you never know because he had to find his shot. So.
Yeah. They needed his shot at the end of the game.
And most of the Heat's rotation in the playoffs were undrafted players.
And they've all came on for him.
Gabe Vincent.
Caleb Martin, I don't know.
Caleb Martin used to play for the Hornets. I'm pretty sure got cut. That's where his brother's at right now, Cody Martin.
But they've all came on, and that's helped them beat. That helped them beat the Bucks.
Max Strus used to be a Boston Celtic. They were beating his own team in Game 7. Eastern Conference Finals.
But the Nuggets, they're all of that team that's been in has really helped them out. Like Christian Braun,
rookie
Kid
from Kansas.
Yeah, he's really came on and helped them out. Jeff
Have you,
Green.
did you hear what he's done? He's been a winner in everything. He's won 3 high school state championships, won a national championship in college. Now he's won a NBA championship as a rookie.
And the thing is, it's not just Nikola Jokic on that team that helps them out with their center, because they also have Jeff Green, which
He's a great role player for that
yes,
team.
and DeAndre Jordan, who can also come in there. That's a veteran.
Sometimes that plays. I will say this though, Caleb Martin didn't score a lot this game, but he did have some tough buckets at the end of the game and some in the, just like in the first half and stuff. I would say Bruce Brown helped a lot as he gets a dunk right here that gave them some momentum earlier in the game. I remember that part of the game. But late game, as we remember, we'll see this in the highlights. A pick and roll. It was all pick and roll with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. At the end, they kept doing pick and rolls, and that's when Jamal Murray hit a corner shot from the free throw line. I gave them like a 2-point lead, I'm pretty sure.
They set them picks all the time, and then they have 2 guys sitting there, and Jamal Murray he's behind a little bit, and he can pop that 3. It's perfect. Like, the way they set their picks is so good.
The modern game right now in the NBA is pick and rolls.
Yeah.
And 3-pointers. So.
And they're awesome at all of it.
Yeah, and I think the Nuggets had a good coach. Both teams had a great coach. Mike Malone, he's a pretty good coach, and I think one of the best coaches I've ever seen is Eric Spoelstra. He used to be, his story for becoming an NBA coach was
So let's
awesome.
stop. Will you pause it just a second? Let us talk about this stuff. So let me just talk while Tyler's figuring that out. This Nuggets team, like Tyler's saying, in the modern NBA, it's all picks and threes. And like I was talking about in my last video, they are such a good three-point shooting team. Like I like the Warriors. And they, like, you know, they're the Splash Brothers. And they got Jordan Poole now, who can also shoot if he's feeling good. And so this Nuggets team, everybody, even Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, their whole team can shoot. Nikola Jokic, like being a center, can shoot. He's probably got one of the best three-point percentages in the NBA. I know that big throw it back like Larry Bird. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's pretty interesting. Let's hear Tyler's part.
So what we're talking about? I know you just heard talk about the modern NBA game wise.
Yeah, what you were saying.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I mean, the Warriors right now in the NBA are the dynasty in this modern era. I personally think that. Just they're the why they're the team why they're the team why they've changed the game.
Yeah, and that's the Nuggets
It
are
used
trying
to
to be
be-
just like them.
It used to be big mans and stuff, which
The
kinda-
Nuggets are.
the
That's-
Nuggets
yeah.
the Nuggets run through the big men. 100% they do.
The Heat do a little bit with Bam.
Bam, but I think the Heat are just a well-rounded defensive team and
Yeah.
really coached. Both teams are very well coached. You can tell Mike Malone, he full on playoff series. He coached his hind end off. Same for Eric Spoelstra. I mean, 8 seed. I mean, they're the second ever team to ever make it to NBA Finals as an 8 seed. So you can tell he coached his hind end off. Both of them did. But that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but it's not just the Heat for the defense. The Nuggets have really, like I said in the last video too, I keep saying this, but the Nuggets used to be just an offensive team. And that's one of the reasons why that they have never won a title or been this far. They were just offense. But they traded for people like Bruce Brown and other people who can help them out in their defense.
Well-known veterans.
Yep.
I can agree with Abram on that, but I would have said they would have made the finals sooner or been really close to it if Jamal Murray didn't tore the ACL in 2021. I would have said maybe the year after that's when they would make a deep run in the playoffs because Jamal Murray, he had a great 2020 playoff series against the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals in the bubble.
And then they got beaten. The Heat played against the Lakers.
Yeah, so it's good to see a team that's never won it win it. I mean,
That's never been that far. That's always had good players like Carmelo Anthony,
yeah,
people like that.
David Thompson,
Yeah.
Alex English, Fat Lever. Yeah, they've had some.
They've had some good players before, and it's pretty good to see them get this far.
Speaking of Carmelo retired. So-
He did this year.
I wonder-
Hey, I want you guys to put in the comments. Who do you think the Nuggets will retire? Do you think they'll retire Jokic's number or Carmelo?
That's what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure if I was them, I would.
Or would you do both?
I would probably, in my opinion, retire Jokic because I don't think Melo never got him this far, and
Yeah.
they had good teams around him, and he never led him to the finals. But then he was real close one time against the Lakers.
He was a very good player though.
He was a very great player. His best career, I bet his best team wise that he had his best points per game or best seasons on were the Knicks, personally.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you want to start that back and we'll keep watching?
Yep.
He's just too good at that. He's the best center in the league.
I like to say one more thing. The whole time, if you remember when they played the Lakers in Game 4 in the Western Conference Finals, the Nuggets were down the whole game. First half, whole game.
They were it was
They were
just
down.
like
They didn't
this.
worry, and then now they just did the same thing against the Heat this game. They weren't worried. They just battled back and fought. That's what they did against the Lakers in Game 4. So you can tell they were a great team
Yeah.
when they swept them and came back down.
They're a good fourth quarter team. They know how to do
I agree, and you can tell they know they can
Because
battle
I was on a cruise when they were playing. I think it was Game 2 or Game 3, and the Nuggets were down like 11. I was like, it's over. And they came when we looked up the final score because I couldn't watch it. I was they were watching it, but it's too packed where it was at. So I went, and when I found out the final score, the Nuggets had came back, and it was a 3-point game at the end. And I was like, man, they're a very good fourth quarter team, because when it was the third quarter, they were down by like, I don't know how much, but then they came back right there. So.
Yeah. Well, we're going to continue to turn this on and see what's good. Oh, yeah. Gabe Vincent had a lot of clutch points to me. Late game, he had a couple good floaters. You can tell he's a pretty decent player.
He is.
I think him and some of the other players in the league, like Austin Reeves, will get a big contracts coming in this offseason.
Hey, this is Tyler's dog, guys.
Yeah, but as this ad, we're gonna talk. The Nuggets and Heat shot horrible from the three. The best shooter I thought that game was Kyle Lowry. I can't.
Yes,
He shot the
came in, he was
best.
good.
I personally, he shot awesome. He had a couple of clutch buckets.
He did.
But yeah.
Like we were saying, the Nuggets are just really clutch in the fourth quarter. Jimmy Butler, we thought, like I was watching, I was like, oh crap, they're gonna come back right here. But then all of a sudden he blew it. And
yeah.
Did you see that one where he kicked Aaron Gordon? And
that was not a foul.
That was not a foul. The ref, I don't know what he was thinking. Everybody everywhere was like,
even the commentators knew it was a foul.
Even Jimmy Butler knew it wasn't a foul. I would say, so.
What a move. I watched that play personally. He threw it like this between his legs, not like this. And it was a great move by Michael Porter Jr. He had a couple of misses as well. He shot, I think, 3 for 7 from the three in that game.
He's good.
Talk about Duncan Robinson. He has a big contract. He's not played like his contract.
He has not played that much either.
Well, he's not played good.
Yeah.
Personally.
And then he just came on. I think he's did pretty good in these finals.
As Kyle Lowry hits that three.
Mm-hmm.
See, he shot better than any players on both teams.
What shocks me is though that the Heat have not had Tyler Hero or Victor Oladipo to help them out.
I would have said that would have helped a lot. But if Tyler Hero played, it would take him forever to find his shot back because of that 3-pointer. I don't think
if he
would
could have just
shoot a
played the
lot.
whole finals and Oladipo, they might have been able to make it a little closer against the Nuggets. But
Yeah.
I still think the Nuggets would have won.
I would
I
say
don't
been
think
6 or
nobody-
7.
I don't think nobody could stop them. They're such a good team this year.
We all counted out the Nuggets at change playoff times. We all thought Warriors, Lakers, or Suns. I personally, when the Suns beat the Clippers, and
I thought it was going to be the Bucks.
when the Suns beat the Clippers and go play the Nuggets, I thought, oh, Phoenix gonna win it. Because I told my friend that I'm a Bulls fan, we're horrible. Just gonna admit it, we suck. I said I'm gonna cheer for the Phoenix Suns if the Bulls get eliminated in the playing tournament. Well, they got eliminated. So they got beaten 5 games. I mean, if I'm pretty sure the Nuggets have only lost 3 games this playoff series in total, which ain't that bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
No, ain't that bad.
I can't believe they swept LeBron though. I was afraid that
I
was afraid that the Lakers were going to come and win it all.
I would have, yeah, I thought it was a good game, but you could tell the Nuggets were way better.
Yeah,
You could
they
tell.
like to get up 3-0, like they're too good for that team.
Let me tell you the team that choked their whole season away, the Boston Celtics.
They did.
Because they have a choice to make. They can
trade
Jaylen Brown,
Jason Tatum,
or they give them both like the Supermax and have no
or
money
they can
to
fire
sign.
their coach and do something about it.
He wasn't a bad coach.
He
man.
isn't a bad coach.
No, he's just what was it? There it is. So, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are both eligible for the Supermax contract because they both all made an NBA team. So, if they both sign up to the Supermax, they have no more money to sign anybody, so they have to sign veteran role players that will just make the team worse because they have no money to sign anybody. Personally, if I'm the Celtics, I'd trade Jaylen Brown and I'd build around Jason Tatum. Let Jaylen Brown be the first, be the man at a different NBA team because he's good enough to do that. So.
Right here is where Jimmy Butler blew it. He held the ball too long. He made bad passes. He got it took from him, and he just blew it. He shot 2 stupid threes. And
So here we go, right here.
that's
Horrible
one of them. He shot this another stupid 3. Yep. And then Bruce Brown hit these to secure it. It's a 5-point game, and it's over.
So here is when the choke job happened, as you asked me. Oh, well, no, not then. I thought it was the Heat or Jimmy Butler second.
And there's how the Nuggets won their first NBA championship. So
70 years. 70 years
it took forever.
But let's talk about this. Nikola Jokic, it took him 53 seconds. He didn't celebrate the championship for 53 seconds. He went on there and shook every Heat player's hand. To me, that is a very respectable move by him. And
somebody was talking about like he didn't even know that, like he didn't care.
he didn't care. He's like he said in the interview, he said the job's done. We can finally go home.
Yeah.
And he was mad that the what was it called?
Let me just pause this.
Yeah, let me pause this. This parade is on a Thursday, and he hates it because he wants to go home to Siberia and celebrate with his family and friends back home. So.
Well, guys, there's how the Nuggets won. That is all their strong points and how that they just really stopped that Heat team from doing anything. And the Heat really had nothing they could do right there at the end. They just shut down, basically. Jimmy Butler, I thought he was going to be clutch right there, but he blew it. And I don't remember if we seen Bruce Brown's play. You might have been talking to it right there. But yeah, it was awesome. If you guys, no, it's no problem. But if you guys go and look at that, I'm pretty sure
it was a tip.
Jamal Murray missed a 3, and Aaron Gordon was standing there, and Bruce Brown came in and jumped over everybody and just shot it back in. So
yeah, he had a couple clutch buckets at the end there. So.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap this video up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. All right, see ya.